everybody, I'm here for a little video. As you can see, I have a large pile of notebooks here. These are some of my Foxy Fix notebooks. I just posted a photo how I had, see if I'm centered, switched into this. This is a beautiful Foxy Fix that I have had for quite some time. They haven't had this leather in a long time. This is, if you can see there, a Foxy Fix, and it is in the Voyager leather, and this one was called Abyss. So I'm going to take a quick little tour through my Foxy Fix. These are all #1 size notebooks, and the majority of these I bought before they had compact or wide. So they all, I think they're all a little bit narrower than the compact, because I actually do have a true compact, and it's it's actually a lot wider than this. So let's take a look at all of these. So you can see there's quite a wide variety of leathers, and I'm going to see if I can group these together by their type. So we got Voyager there. These are the Wonderlust. These are Bay, Rowena, Cinnamon Bark, and Sienna. Okay, so here we are. That's how they kind of work their way out. Now, the first leathers that most people, I think, remember Foxy Fix releasing were these right here. And these are the Wonderlust leathers. And this right here is the Licorice. It's upside down. You can see it is the Licorice with the white stitching. There we are. This is the Espresso. Kind of like a beautiful chocolatey color. And then these two are the Butterscotch. This one right here in my hand with the mint elastic was the first Butterscotch that I got, and it was a little bit firmer leather. Beautiful piece of leather though. And then this one right here is also the Butterscotch, and you can see it's a little bit floppier, flexible piece of leather, and it has a little bit more pebbling on it. So these are ones that I have used quite frequently. Actually, this one more than this, because I loved the squishiness of it. This one was a little too firm for me. But those are the Wonderlust, and these they still have. Licorice, Espresso, and Butterscotch. You can still get all of those. Or at least you could until the recent closing of the store, but they're their standard leather. I don't think this is ever going to go anywhere, and it sells so well because it's such a wonderful leather. Now these two here are slightly unique. This one is what they call the Cinnamon Bark, and I haven't seen this one in the store in a while, so I'm not sure if it means that it is available anymore. But it's thin. It's like the what's it called? It's like it reminds me of the Midori brown leather. It's just a beautiful leather. It does scratch, and it does show the marks, but it's just a beautiful leather. Now this one is the Sienna leather, and I also have this in a single strand version. It was I want to say last year in 2015. It was one of the August monthly specials or something like that. But it's just this is a beautiful leather, and I've used this one quite a bit, and I really love it. And again, you can see it's very similar thickness. It has a little bit of firmness to it, but it's definitely not a rigid leather. So that's that. This right here is the one that I've been using lately, and this is my Rowena with the yellow elastic, the pen loop, and this is the one that I know is a compact size. I did put a Midori little sticker corner pouch on it since it doesn't have pockets, and this is just a beautiful leather. And again, it's a very similar thickness to the Sienna and the cinnamon bark, and everyone knows this is my favorite leather. I love this leather. It's a beautiful notebook. Love this one. Now these are the only two bay that I have in the number 1 size. This one was the first one that I got. I guess I had inserts in there. Who knew? This is just an undyed bay, and it really hasn't seen, I guess you can see it's a little bit darker on this side than it is here. So it has seen the light of day for a while, but I didn't want it to darken too much, so I decided to switch into something else. And also, I think one of these many others came, and so that's what I switched to. It's a beautiful piece of leather, beautiful stitching, and yeah. So that's my bay. Now this one here, this is... It's called the Pixie, that's it. I got this from one of the sales, and I, for the life of me, didn't know why it was one of the ones from the sale. The dye looks amazing. The stitching is incredibly good all the way around. I don't know. So I just happened to get this as one of the, I think it wasn't the platinum. They were having the gold sale, maybe the gold envelope sale. But this was one that I got. And it's actually one of the only dyed ones I have in, actually it is the only dyed one I have in the passport size. All the other dyed ones I have are standard Midori size. I guess they call it a 6 now. And I do have one that is... They used to call it a wide, so I guess that's a 7? I don't know, it's in the Luna color. It's a really deep, or no, nautical, a deep dark blue. So there's that. Now these are the ones that I think are quite unique, especially because 3 of them, these 3, you can't get anymore. When they first released the La Petite, oh, goodness gracious, over a year ago now. This was one of the first leathers that it was made available in. And this is the Voyager, and this is called Avalanche, because of the beautiful snow look to it. And this one I have used quite a bit. I did have a Le Petite in this size, but I sold it because I don't use the personal size very much, which I find kind of ironic because I have a personal size in Rowena coming. Then I had wanted to get another passport in this material, this leather, and so I placed an order, and this is what ended up coming. This is what they call the Snowflake. You can see it looks similar to the Avalanche, except it's not as flaky, and you can see the inside is quite a bit different. So you have Avalanche right here, then you have Snowflake, the much more muted, softer one. Then, and these two haven't been available in a long time, but then there was this one right here. And this is the Abyss. And I so wish I would have gotten a copy or a piece of the Abyss in the standard 6 size, you know, with the 4 elastic, because it's such an interesting leather. Now, when it first came, it looked black. It looked deep, dark black. And then the more that I used it, it started to get these very tiny little wrinkles, and then almost like you can see this like deep dark chocolatey brown color started to show through. And the inside, you can see, is this beautiful deep color, and it's very similar. Actually, it's a little bit darker than that of the inside of the Avalanche. So this is what I've moved into for this Christmas week. And then these three are the only ones that are, let me get those out of the way. These are the only ones that are available in the Voyager leather. These two here are Sandstorm. And then this one here is what they call the Macchiato. I'm like, I know it's a lovely coffee drink. So here you can see, this is just a beautiful piece of Sandstorm leather. And then here's another one. And this was actually my first Foxy that had pockets like this in the #1 size. It's got some old Peaky Dory design inserts with the paw. We haven't done that in a long time. And it was the first one to have the pen loop like this, because the old pen loop was riveted on and it was a black piece of leather. So here you can see right here, Sandstorm, and then just another piece of Sandstorm. And then this one is the newest one that I've received. It is a couture, and it is in the Macchiato leather. And isn't that just a beautiful piece of leather? And I love the wheat stitching. And again, it has the pockets. But you can see that this one, when you compare it with my original Sandstorm with pockets, let me get all the stuff out of the pockets, there's a little bit. See how this is the original #1. Now this is what they call the compact. So the compact is quite a bit wider than that of the original #1. Here's the newest Rowena that I have. Let me get these inserts and writing boards out. So this is a compact as well. Oops. And loop. So you can see quite a bit wider than that, or here if we compare with this one. Yeah, there's probably about, it looks like about an inch or so more, if I have it all lined up, anywhere between like a half to an inch more leather in these, the original #1s, and the new compact notebooks. So I just thought I would show you. So I always have a dilemma, you know, because I have all of these wonderful notebooks. For me, it's always, well, gee, what color leather do I want to use this week, this month? You know, this part of the year, this time of the year. So I chose this one right here. This one went out for the next few weeks, my Abyss, just because it's unique and I haven't used it in at least 8 or 9 months. So there you go. Foxy Fix Voyager Abyss. Something very rare that you don't see that often anymore. And it's one of my favorites. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I will link down below Foxy Fix and I'll write little descriptions about all of the different leathers that you see here. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.